Yes, ladies and gentlemen, is it getting a little gratuitous or repetitive? Maybe. But these videos gas the algorithm. And honestly, this whole donut media shit's gone pretty mainstream. I mean, even fucking Pyro Cynical did a video pretending to know what he was talking about on the subject.
Jeremiah Burton and Zach Joby.
So here we go. I am wearing a donut media shirt. That means only one thing. I'm doing yet another donut media video. Oh my god! I'm gonna be real upfront with y'all. I've never seen videos do this well, at least long form ones. I get a couple thousand views every reel that I make on Instagram, but when it comes to YouTube stuff, this is the most success I've ever seen, so thank you. But regardless of YouTube drama and whether or not this is actually worth your time, donut media is huge. They've been in the media for all the stupid bullshit they've gotten up to for the last couple weeks to about a month now, and just when you think that things will start ramping down, when you think we'll finally get to just watch these three flounder in the middle of the ocean for God knows how long until they slowly descend into obscurity. When you finally think it might be the last nail in the coffin, they go do some dumb shit like this. Now, I will credit two different people for kind of introducing the idea to make this video to me. This guy with this comment on my last video, thank you very much, and my buddy Goose. Donut Media is big stuff. They have been, for all intents and purposes, the most accessible, normie content creation house since I was about 15 or 16, and they needed to be, because that's how I got into the car scene, more or less. I won't rehash any old ground here. You can watch these videos and these podcast episodes to see exactly what I think of them on a overarching level, both negative and positive. But more or less, Donut is a household name when it comes to people in my generation. Some millennials maybe, but for us, Donut Media was an introduction to the more popular, common car scene. Collector Car Feed, however, are not that. Collector Car Feed is, as this lovely gentleman says here, one of the last bastions of actual good quality novel YouTube content. They, much like Donut Media, have a litany of hosts and co-hosts and long-term guests, whatever you want to call it. But what got me into Feed's videos and what holds me there to this day is their Cars Against Humanity series. I might have that name wrong, but you know, don't nail me to a cross. Essentially, they go over Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, listings, etc. And they even run a website that aggregates all of the local listings from both Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace called collectorcarfeed.com. It's very cool. It's more than Donut has ever or will ever contribute to the overarching car community. It's a very novel concept. They show us some of the craziest, nastiest, stupidest, and coolest shit this side of the Mississippi. And that's why they've been able to be so successful. They're bringing new content and new ideas to what is admittedly a pretty tired space. Everybody and their dog is able to react to some TikTok videos.
Oh,
man. Quality content. Quality content.
They've been doing it since I was in high school. So when you compare Feed's content up against Donut's, it's pretty fair to see that one is more high quality and one isn't. The big issue here is when Donut Media starts stealing video ideas from a much smaller fucking channel. Yes, in this video here, Donut Media bastardizes the Cars Against Humanity concept presented originally by Collector Car Feed years ago, and like I said, just essentially bastardizes the entire idea. Now we can argue back and forth about like inspiration or something along those lines, and I encourage you to do so in the comments. But the entire video just reeks of a cheap ripoff of Feed's content. Word for word, play for play, the entire concept of the video is looking at Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist listings. And if they bought something at the end of the video and kind of tried to introduce that into the Inglewood Performance Lab and maybe had a series going off the back of that vehicle, that might make some sense. They've done that in the past with this mini bike video, and they gave kind of a guide around buying a project car back in the OG Money Pit days, and they ended up buying something here. But you notice who is hosting this video? You notice who is hosting this video?
Jeremiah Burton and Zach Joby.
It really isn't a good look. It's actually a terrible look. Now that Zach and Jer have actually left Donut and are actually uploading on big time, and we are actually loving it, it seems there's a hole in the writing staff. And still, no changes on the inside for Donut Media. I don't have a list of all the people who were working as writers at Donut, and I don't have a list for who makes the creative decisions here. I'd put my money, though, that Jer was still writing when he left Donut, and Zach was probably key in a few creative decisions. And now that they're gone, it's a bunch of corporate bigwigs from Recurrent Media that are making all of these key decisions now.
We come up with all of our videos here that we make.
I swear, the reason my buddy Goose had to introduce me to the idea that this is just feeds content but bastardized is because I refuse to watch Donut's shit anymore. I think I'm going to start now, just because it clues me in on all this drama and it gives me more fuel to just, you know... had to get that thumbnail image. But Donut Media has, well, I'll just show you. Hi, welcome to my bedroom. This is where all of the Giga-civic content that isn't, you know, in front of a car is filmed. Very few women have seen this bedroom. This is a list of the most recent uploads from Donut Media. If you look here, they're all ads! You'll notice a trend. A couple things, actually. And it's one of two reasons I needed to make this update video. You'll notice that not only are these videos uninspired, almost none of them, say for, you know, besides this guy here, none of them are about cars. You'll also notice, if you real quick watch through them, please don't, they're all bad, that, well, one person is notably missing from all of these videos. Yup, that's right! James Pumphrey's fucking gone! The Pumpmeister himself. JP, if you will. James Pumphrey. Well, the bleeding heart of Donut Media isn't in any videos. Not any of note, really. Coupling this with the fact that James Pumphrey posted this to his Instagram, things aren't looking great. What my pet theory here is this man had a heart attack. Quite possibly died while still working for Donut, and I really do think that probably scared him. I know this is old news, and I didn't think it was big enough for me to, you know, make it its own video, but it really does spell something. You'll notice at the beginning of the video that I mentioned that the only 3 people in any videos anymore are this guy, this kid, and this man. But to say that Jimmy isn't a James is putting it lightly. Now, we are sans an official announcement, and I really do think that, honestly, he's still toying with whether or not he wants to stay. Maybe he's pulling Recurrent's leg for a higher than $60,000 a year paycheck. Maybe he's already left and just can't say anything about it quite yet. This is all speculation, keep in mind. We don't, like I said, we don't have anything official on the table yet, but to be real with you for a bit, to point something out, I think the Pumpmeister is gone for good. And I don't think his son is a notable replacement. We'll catch you again next week with probably more donut drama. If not, maybe another podcast episode. I'm kind of toying with abandoning it. None of you watch it. So maybe not. I post weekly here. I didn't last week because I was on vacation for the 4th of July, but I still posted on Instagram. So, hope you enjoyed this Giga Civic out.
You didn't need to post that. Why? Why did you post it? It's too late now to delete it. Now we just have to live with it.